Alright folks, buckle up. Today, we're diving into one of the most tangled drone confrontations you'll see. A private auditor takes his drone to a national grid facility. Cue the legal fireworks. Police, employees, and the laws that govern our skies collide in ways you won't believe. Who's right? Who's overstepping? And just how far can internal rules go before they crash into national airspace law? Grab your popcorn because this case has confusion, confrontation, and a masterclass in why knowing the law isn't just smart, it's survival. Let's break it down.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, just don't film me, please.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little video.
I've already asked this guy to stop filming. He's now got a drone inside our property. Can you sort of...
So, this is an emergency response building for the police and different units within the police. Okay. I will have to require your ID and stuff. As it is an emergency, it isn't permitted for drones to be flying with camera capabilities with a view into our car park. Do you understand that?
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Right, okay, but your drone has camera capabilities, I've seen that from your device,
yeah?
Okay, this is an emergency hub for the police, okay? It's not permitted in a zone for any drones with camera capabilities to be flying near it.
Who said that?
Okay, my supervisor.
No.
Well, she did.
No.
So
want me to tell you the legislation?
I don't want you to tell me the legislation. Can I require your ID? Would you be willing to give me that?
What ID?
What, for yourself, sir? Do you carry any ID, driver's license, passport, etc.?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not driving license. I'm not driving. I'm not going on holiday.
Do you have any idea?
Here's where things get legally spicy. The workers clearly think that owning the land gives them control over the air above it. But in the UK, that's just not true. Airspace is regulated by the Civil Aviation Authority, not your local HR memo. As long as the drone stays within altitude limits and is flown safely, filming from above is perfectly legal. This raises a huge question for you viewers. Should businesses be allowed to dictate who flies over their property, or does public airspace remain untouchable? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Is that the make? What's the model?
No, Mini 3.
Oh,
DJI. DJI Mini 3.
DJI. Thank you. Does it have audio capability, sir?
No.
It's just camera quality. Does it have any different camera specifications on it, heat mapping, etc.? So it's just a regular camera?
It's a little plastic toy.
That's fine, sir, but you have to realise you are flying it over what potentially is a very dangerous place for a drone to be flying over, a national grid hub with electric components in it, which if your drone gets struck or crashes down could cause a disaster for the surrounding area, as well as an emergency department with radio towers and electronic capabilities that could also be affected by your drone. Okay, if you lose control. Well, yes,
lose
sir.
control?
It can. Well, I don't know, sir. It can be from electrical fault, mechanical fault, your own fault, or an atmospheric fault.
Here comes a classic escalation. The officer jumps straight to, "You can't fly here," citing internal rules, not law. This is a textbook clash between policy and statute. Remember, internal memos or supervisor instructions do not override national airspace regulations. And watch how he pivots from safety concerns to personal IDs. An escalation tactic when your legal footing is shaky. Tip for all drone pilots. Know your rights, because knowledge is your armor against overreach.
You said you didn't want to be educated.
Then you said you wouldn't, so please educate me about the legislation.
What do you want me to do? It's legal. It's legal.
It's not legal because it's not permitted on this premises, sir.
Yeah, this is a public accessible road.
This is a public accessible road. However, you are in a vicinity with a drone with camera capabilities that can see within there.
Well, actually, I didn't put it in there, but...
However, your drone was up and you've been in this area.
However, let me educate you on that. Despite I'm saying I haven't been there, I'm allowed. It's perfectly lawful.
What are you filming on the national grid?
It's interesting, isn't it?
Okay, but obviously they asked you to stop.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Because I go round filming industrial sites.
Which I can completely understand. But if they've asked you to stop filming,
I didn't go in.
No, I know you
I'm
didn't
staying
go
out
in.
on the public area.
I know, but you're filming over on their land, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they ask you to stop, you have to stop.
Who says so?
It's in legislation, and I'll be honest, I don't know the legislation from the top of my head. That's why we're speaking to our supervisors that's looking into the legislation.
It's not in legislation.
Yeah, but that's why we're getting our supervisors to check legislation. Because I'll be honest, I don't deal with drones. I don't really know drones. We have a specific team that deal with drones.
I know, you have a drone unit.
Exactly. So obviously I'm not capable to be able to say...
I know you have a drone
have your
unit.
drone ID operating license on you?
No, I don't need to show you that.
Now we hit the human drama layer. Officers argue that filming could expose personal information, putting staff at risk. Sure, protecting privacy is valid, but legally, the auditor isn't filming individuals. He's in public airspace. This is where law and emotion collide. The fear of misuse versus the right to record. Question for the audience: if you were flying legally in public airspace, should someone else's comfort dictate what you can or cannot film? Think carefully, because this is a debate that stretches across surveillance, journalism, and civil liberties.
Speak to me like that,
What do you
okay?
mean?
Let's keep it civil,
I am
okay?
keeping
You're
it
speaking
civil.
to me like I'm a child.
Well, you're talking to me like a child.
I'm not. I'm trying to ask you questions.
I
I'm
offer
just
to
trying
educate
ask
you
why.
about why I'm doing this,
Why are you doing
because
this?
I enjoy it.
Right, okay.
I come out on a public area.
That's
I
fine.
don't go into private areas.
Fine, but what I'm
and
saying
I
is
put
your
my drone up,
was in the aerospace of a private
and you're
area.
allowed.
I know, I fully
You're
get
allowed.
that. However, you have to take in risk factors.
Yeah.
There's people here who don't want to be filmed. Have you got their consent to be filmed?
I'm out here in the public area.
Yes, that's fine, but
Yeah.
there were people
The
out there
drone
like
is
that
not-
now
the drone
who
is not-
could have been videoed.
The drone is not
It's
being.
public
It's not
courtesy
videoing me.
just to ask. Yeah, but it has
And-
video capabilities, does
And
it
do you
not?
know what I did when I got here?
Did you ask for everyone's
I
consent?
buzzed them and said, just to let you know, everyone. Did you know?
And here's a classic case of law being misquoted. The officer invokes Section 50, designed for antisocial behavior in public spaces, not legal drone operation in public airspace. This highlights a key takeaway. Even authority figures can misapply legislation when they don't fully understand it. For anyone watching, always check the law for yourself before complying. It could save you from unnecessary confrontation or giving up rights you legally hold.
The police station, which I'm not saying that you have, but I'm just saying you've got to understand that we take vulnerable victims back to police stations. They're not going to want to be filmed, are they? I'm sure that you wouldn't want to be filmed if you had to go to a police station. Okay, we have sensitive information in police stations. We have people that park their personal cars in police stations, and obviously that could be quite dangerous if that information gets out about what car we drive, our registrations, things like that. So we have to be able to protect ourselves, because at the end of the day, this is just a job, isn't it?
Officer,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to film
Listen to
above
me,
the police
okay?
station.
You're not
I am
allowed if there's
allowed.
sensitive information in there, okay?
Then you should keep that concealed.
Which we do. But at the end of the day, if you were a victim, okay, you wouldn't want to be filmed by somebody, would you?
Who am I filming?
I'm not saying you're filming anybody, but I'm just saying if you were a victim and you wanted to come here and do a statement or give anything to the police, you wouldn't want to be filmed, would you? Okay, I know I certainly wouldn't want to be filmed, okay? So we have to keep the best interests of everyone. And I understand you find all of this interesting,
Yeah,
that's
It's
fine.
interesting.
But it's a police station, okay? Like if you were going into...
Victory through knowledge. The drone unit confirms everything is above board. The auditor lands peacefully, and the officer steps back, all thanks to fact-based consultation. This is a masterclass in how staying calm, informed, and cooperative, not confrontational, resolves legal standoffs. It also shows why agencies sometimes need specialized teams to handle modern technology disputes. Quick tip for viewers: if in doubt, escalate to the experts rather than getting caught in a legal tug-of-war.
Can you understand that?
And my drone isn't picking up number plates.
But can you understand that though?
But no, shall I tell you, people...
No, I'm asking you a
What?
question. Can you understand that?
Understand
Because police officers and other police
Yeah.
staff in this building,
Yeah.
they park their cars all
Yeah.
along here.
Yeah.
Their cars are parked along here.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't want to be filmed when leaving work and that be put all over the internet, because that can become quite dangerous to people that hate the police and want to cause us harm. Okay.
No one hates the police.
Well, there's certain people that do, and I can completely understand why they do. Okay.
I'm not filming no one. No one's leaving work. I'm
But
not
you've
filming
got a
them.
drone
I'm filming the drone.
Yeah, but you've got a drone up that covers quite, I'm guessing, a lot of coverage around on the floor Obviously, I don't know. I don't fly drones. I don't know what a drone really does, okay?
You should.
But I don't have a chat with you, and that's what we're doing.
Okay.
So we haven't actually had any calls.
Okay.
We've just been told that someone was outside.
Yeah. So everything's good.
But
I'm
we
doing
do
my
need your
drone.
details. Under Section 50 of the Police Reform Act, I'm requiring you to give me your details.
Hang on. Before you go any further, Constable, Section 50 of the Police Reform is antisocial behaviour.
Yeah.
Now, I'm in a... Section 50 is designed for antisocial behaviour, and we know where it is, in town centres or in car parks with kids on bikes and...
Here's the drama dial turned to max. The officer warns of electrical catastrophes and radio interference. Let's be real. Scientifically, the risk is microscopic. Modern drones like the DJI Mini 3 are loaded with safety features: GPS stabilization, obstacle avoidance, and automatic return. This is a classic power play, turning improbable events into fear tactics to regain control. Keep an eye on this next time someone exaggerates risk. They might just be bluffing.
Motorbikes
It's
and
not
cars,
just for that, but yeah.
people committing antisocial behaviour. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
No, we're not saying
doing my...
you're not at all.
Okay, I'm doing my drone
How
flying.
about, why don't I get my inspector out here if you feel more comfortable?
Brian,
Yeah.
No, he wants...
do you want our inspector?
Yeah.
Someone's advice, so I have spoke to our drone unit, so
Yeah.
you know. That's who I was on the call to. You are permitted to fly here. That's all I wanted to check. Okay, I don't require any ID.
Okay.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you cooperating and landing your drone for us, okay? So all I'll say though is we do have cars and vans here that are on response calls, doing 999 calls. I understand that you'll be down on your remote if you are filming. Just keep in mind for that. Sometimes we don't put sirens on straight away, just due to public noise pollution. So keep an eye out, okay? Obviously we don't want you injured. Obviously we'll try as well, but in an emergency, obviously it can run, okay? Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Right, all I say is, I appreciate that. However, I don't want any sort of fights breaking out. So if they start shouting at you, mate, just
I'm going to move
off a
away.
bit. Yeah, mate, exactly.
I'm being
All right.
sensible.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
flying my hobby.
I understand that at all. Thank you for cooperating with us. What I want to say is just keep mindful, obviously, if they start shouting and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Let's back off and just keep mindful of these roads as well. You were on a public road.
Yeah.
Stick to pavement.
So what's the takeaway from today's drone drama? Legally, the auditor was fully within his rights. Airspace isn't private. Section 50 didn't apply, and no ID was required for a sub-250-gram drone. The police and staff overstepped, not maliciously, but out of misunderstanding and fear. This case is a perfect lesson in law, policy, and human emotion colliding. If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom and legal breakdowns.